big questions. So big conversations. It doesn't necessarily, questions come up a lot because also most of the times you're having a conversation with someone you have met for the first time. So it's hard to just talk about anything really without asking and you answering.
True, yeah.
But it is the structure of the podcast is not really
questions.
It's not really interview based. It's about conversation based, about what things you like to talk about, conversations you want to have. So you could actually ask the questions.
Okay.
So the podcast the idea is that both me and you can share knowledge on something, a listener can pick on and they like, right?
Yeah, that's dope.
Good. So thank you for coming to the podcast.
Thank you for having me.
Please introduce yourself to the listeners.
Hello, listeners. My name is Uwera Lyndah.
Yeah.
I am a woman, obviously. Okay. And then I am. I know. Anyway, these days you have to specify.
That's so true.
So I am a woman. I am a business owner. I have a graphics printing company called Upender. I'm a qualified graphics designer. Like I studied multimedia and that. And then I am an actress. Currently running on Khoja and Kyalo Watch. And then I am a social media influencer. Yeah. Is that it? I could be something else. I'm full of some things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. So you studied the whole multimedia thing and it feeds into why you're a social media influencer. You're an actress.
Yeah, literally. It's so dedicated.
Cameras. Is it the cameras?
Okay, it started with the graphics before the cameras because my father took me for a short course in my S6 vacation, and that short course was at Uptake computer education. So I learned so much because, when you're learning a skill, you're literally giving yourself some, things to do. So I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the fact that at the end of my first semester, I felt like I knew something about graphics. I could make a flyer and it was getting me a little money. And then that's how I got really addicted to that. And I kept going like up to this date. I have now, like, on a short course, I've made it a degree. I decided I want to continue with that. Yeah. So even up to now, I just did my last final paper at ISBAT. So that is what I studied and that is what I do, like my business.
So you just finished university, right?
Literally today, I'm from a test.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah.
How is school like? Like, how would you sum up university in say 28 characters, like a tweet?
Okay, one, university can be really, really hard when you are not sure of why you're studying what you're studying. And then you keep going to school and it's all about, I just have to pass the test and go. And then it can be different when you go to school, study something, practice it, and literally live off what you're studying.
Okay.
So when you go to university, I think you should be very careful with what you decide to study because that can determine like a lot. You'll be in the wrong course and it will never move for you, or you'll sit with it and you'll never earn from whatever you studied, and it's not good.
So at school, you have managed to successfully. Does it balance up the money you get from the graphic design? Does it pay up for everything?
Yeah, it does.
The lifestyle, okay.
Because you see, with my company, when I started with graphics, that's not where I ended.
Okay.
I did the graphics. I went into the hard copy world. Like, I printed. So I am a stationary supplier of branded material. For example, your logos and whatever. You'll never sit in a place and there's no branding.
Yeah.
So there is definitely money there. And I'm grateful for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You are not... This is what you've decided to do for life now?
Yeah, I literally made the decision and I'm proud of the decision.
That's nice. Huh?
Yeah, I'm not proud of some decisions, but this one I am.
Okay, you are still describing to me the whole experience of school.
So I was saying, if you're going to study something, especially higher education, university, you need to know that this can determine your future work environment, or like your entire financial future plans could totally depend on what you study at that particular time. So you need to make sure that information is exactly the information you need for the kind of life you want to live in future. So if you go and take business administration and then you're like, I'm going to get a degree and then after I'm going to go to this office, and it's hard if you see it like that. You need to, like, I took the decision. I said, oh, I'm impressed that I took my first semester and I can design something way better than I'm seeing right now on the streets, on the market. And that is what pushed me to keep going and keep trying to get better, because I was enjoying it. I was earning from it. I had the vision with it.
Yeah.
So it's different, because you see, when you're going to university, people don't guide like people who are going to choose course. I think most times it's always you're excited, you're like, this sounds good, and they can take me because of my points. But then you get there and then it gets tough, and then you see kids quitting and like they don't know what they want because they were not well guided when they were joining the schools. I think.
What is some of the significant work you've done that you'd say stands out on the market? Some of the graphics. Have you designed billboards that we can look at and be like, okay?
No, apparently.
Yeah.
There is a sector in that business that has to do with bidding. So most of the times we work with organizations and government property, so with like supply stationery to them, like books, like big supplies of books and pens and diaries and all that, and that is mostly where our company is based.
So you balanced work, school. So wait, sorry, you're finishing.
Yeah, that is basically it. How we
so
work,
you're
no
balancing
billboard.
Work, school, and acting, which could also be work, but let's say it's a passion. How is that like?
Acting is a real serious
How is
passion.
that like for you? How do you do it?
Because I was practicing well, I was working for, it was not very hard. And like my school hours were always flexible. Like this semester I had 2 classes a week. Yeah, so they were flexible. I could go to work. Plus also my kind of work is not like 8 to 9 or what. Go deliver.
And that's sustainable for you.
Yeah, and that's sustainable. So that's how I think I managed. Yeah, I'm saying I managed, but my last paper, anyway, I did well. I must have done well.
But you can't know, the paper has just ended.
Yeah.
But it's good to have some positive affirmation yourself.
Yeah. I did my best.
You're sure you passed?
I did my best. I was the first. Yeah.
So tell me about the acting. I'd asked earlier how you've managed to quickly act with super acting heads like Daniel. I know Daniel because he's really a personal friend of mine. Yeah, but I've also seen you still act with very many women in there that I've seen in a lot of... I like their acting, first of all.
Thank you.
I don't know that all the acting, I like the acting. Then I don't know that Muchala, that old woman in Kabian.
Oh, Mami Sarah Sauzi.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
So I see her a lot sometimes.
Great.
How is the experience like? How did it, like, how have you managed to act with these people? Because they're professionals and they've also really been in the game for some time, yeah? How is it like that for you? Also, maybe you've also been, and I just know, because I know Nick Kabian.
No, you're right. I'm a newcomer. Yeah, but honestly, first of all, acting is a talent of mine. Okay. It's smooth for me, and it's something I said, you know what, let me give it a try. So the first producer I ever worked with was the same producer I worked with at Khoja and Kyalo.
Yeah.
I sent in an audition. Someone told me audition for this. I sent in the audition and they gave me a role. and that was in the Khoja. So
I've seen Khoja.
after the Khoja, the producer had this idea of the new Khoja and Kyalo, and he thought that I would pull it off according to his script.
Yeah.
So that is how I found myself on set with Omara and Mami Sarah, and I was excited.
How was that like?
It was nice because they were very nice
How is
people.
it like anyway? Because is it still continuing, right? Because I've seen
No,
there's an
no.
episode that premieres today.
Yeah, we kind of shot a long time ago, so they're releasing slowly by slowly.
When did you shoot this?
In January.
This year?
Yeah, this year.
That's not so far.
It's not so fast, just like when I meet people, they're like, "Are you still shooting?" But we kind of shot in January, like beginning of January.
I've seen people have embraced them. Your numbers, I see people watch.
Yeah, it's very nice. It's very encouraging.
So what's the vision like for you in the acting world?
Well,
Yeah.
I want to get as big as I can get. I want to get as more roles as I can get. I want to test myself some more, and I'm excited.
How involved are you into the industry? Do you write? Do you know how to shoot? Do you know how to use these cameras?
Oh, that's another whole journey, because I have ever been on set in my past as a costume designer. I have ever been on set as a camera person, and then like I've ever taken a short course on scripting, and then also my course, which I upgraded from multimedia and became visual effects and animation, has some bit of filming in it. But for now, I am practicing the acting. In the future, I could produce.
That's dope.
Yeah.
So what are some of those movies you've watched probably produced from around here that have inspired you into the whole acting? You're like, the whole cinema is nice, the shooting was loud. Like also rate for me some of your Ugandan entertainment.
Apart from mine, because mine are obviously the best, the top.
Do you believe that?
Yeah.
I don't think you want to believe that, seeing as you just entered. But again,
that is where they stand in my heart.
Okay.
And then I like Sanyu.
Yeah.
I feel like besides it being like looking very high end and clean and nice, I feel like it has also developed the lives of the actual actors. I feel like they look like they are really earning from what they are doing, and that is what inspires me, because the industry is growing in terms of paying actors. It wasn't always like that, so that inspires me. I feel like, we can go higher, we can make it. Prestige, honorables, they are doing a great job.
How much Ugandan content do you consume, and which content? Like in terms of movies or screenplays or YouTube?
I consume. Should I give you a percentage?
No, give me like something like just talk to me about the content you consume and how it informs maybe your acting. Say relate your roles to maybe you've seen. I don't know if it's Asanyo. I don't remember finishing most of the Asanyo stuff, but at least from back then I watched The Hostel, which had Daniel. I don't know if you watched it.
Yeah, I watched it and I was so little.
Yeah, I watched it when I was grown up, so yeah, I really liked that. Then I think I used to be a big fan of Mukutano Junction, something like that.
Yeah, that too. Oh my God, that was so cool.
I think I used to. That's how I fall in love with like Philip plus Water. Then for Hostel, Daniel had really outdone himself with that.
Yeah, he's like a natural.
What was that name he had? I forget. So yeah, sometimes I also really like Kansiime's content. Do you see yourself working with Kansiime?
Oh my God.
I feel like she's...
Kansiime is the actual inspiration. The actual inspiration. She's like the in thing, the deal, the real deal. I feel like she's a great woman. And she's really, really global.
Yeah, she's made it.
She's like really holding us as the whole entire Uganda out there. Because recently I met a Nigerian friend, and the only actress they ever knew from Uganda was Kansiime. The only.
Do you think that is because someone is good, or because they are branded or marketed very well? Which could also be the same thing now.
Whichever it is, it's good. It could even be luck. It could even be favor. Whatever it is, you just want to have some of it.
Or do you think the fact that they only know Kansiime, that also means that our content is not that popular?
Yeah, but we gotta all try and catch up with Kansiime. I think.
You think she has set the level so high?
Yeah, she has really done the work and she's up there, so we have to also put in the same work. It can't be luck.
Usually I think she has like a whole team.
Yeah, then let's all get teams. Let's all get some teams if it's what it takes.
That's like, is it the same vision you share?
Yeah, I just want to, put my best. I do my best, and my best will take me where I should be.
And the music, talk to me about it. The music, the love you have for the music.
I love Ugandan music. Whew. A lot. Where do I even start from? Whose music?
Let's say Joshua Baraka Nana.
Talk
to me about it. Yeah.
Oh, it's the best. That song, first of all, kudos. It is hard to find a Ugandan song on the top 100 Uganda.
So that's the conversation. Do you like the song, or do you like the fact that?
No, I like the song, like minus all that. First of all, I heard that song like 5 times, and I totally had no idea it's Ugandan until I would reach.
For real?
For real. Like, it has a very urban vibe.
Had you listened to Joshua Baraka before?
No, I think that's the first.
That's the first time.
Yeah, that's the first time, I think.
Oh, okay. Have you listened to, seeing as you're a fan of music, have you listened to Dolph?
Nah. I haven't.
Because when you say that that's the first Ugandan song you've seen topping the charts, that's not.
No, I didn't say it's the first. I said it is hard.
Exactly.
To find a Ugandan song.
But all Spice Diana's
100.
musical, it's tops charts.
Like number 1.
Yeah, like CD Regular. When it was really popular, it went up. It's just that you didn't get the noise on Twitter.
No, it's not getting the noise on Twitter. It's because I play top 100 a lot, and every time I play it, I get so mad that I'm not reaching a Ugandan song. So I've been so proud of him.
This is Upper Top 100, right?
Yeah, Upper Top 100. Most of the times I play it, there's one Ugandan song and it starts on 24. So when I found him there, I was like, wow, this is it.
Yeah, but there's a lot of really, really good Ugandan sound. If
Yeah,
you go and
it is.
check,
It is.
there's this
We
guy
really
I'm
need
really
to.
a big fan of, Dolph. He's going to release an EP, I think. I'll send you links to his music. He has really incredible music. It's sound you don't really see.
No, to be honest, Uganda has a lot of talented people.
But where do you think the problem is? Why aren't we as big as the Nigerian talent?
Obviously, I think it has to do then with marketing and I don't know. Uganda itself is a third world country, so we can't really just.
So you're still telling me how you are a big fan of local music?
Yeah, I love.
So that's Nana. Let's look into your top 5.
Top 5.
Yeah.
Nana.
Nana is number 1 still.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm listening to it like even now.
All right. You're sure they didn't pay you to influence the song?
Oh my God, if they paid me.
Because remember, you're a social media influencer.
If they paid me.
You're on budget.
If they had paid me, no, they didn't. But I just like the song. Right. I'm telling you, I kept listening to it. It's nice, to be honest. I'm even going to do the TikTok challenge. Anyway, and then there are these people who have crazy songs. I just know how to dance to them. For me, Temple.
Yeah, I know that song.
You know it?
That this guy. Upender, right?
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, that one is a vibe. And mostly other people, I love the old music.
Which one?
I love.
Which guys do you relate to?
Not like the old, but the radio,
Yeah, I think
the Cindy of those days. Those guys that also give me some kind of nice vibe.
Yeah, Cindy is also extremely exceptional with her performance. And
Yeah, I love them. Most of the times, if I like maybe the artist, I'm going to just play the whole album and I get over that feel.
Just give me a minute.
Oh, and I love Upender. Here's a new song.
Which one?
Overcolor. I've forgotten. I just know it's a very inspirational song.
So do you listen to music?
Chani, chasibosile.
It's not in Uganda.
It's in Uganda. That Chani, I think, is a name.
Ah, okay. I'm not
and then chibosile is something like, it talks about oversent or what. Yeah, but I like it, to be honest. I don't know why I'm forgetting.
Do you listen to the music because of the vibe, or you listen to it because of the message they're trying to put
the
across?
Message. The song, that song has a nice message. Okay, some music, it's the vibe.
It's the vibe.
Like this mpele.
It's a dance.
Yeah, it's the dance and what, but like some songs really have meaningful topics.
Which creators really do you sit back and be like, I don't know, guy as Obudevonjimu music way? When you listen to their music, then you compare to the production they're trying to use, how you listen to the sound, the actual beats. Who are some of those people you really appreciate to that level?
I appreciate Eddie Kenzo.
Okay,
I like his production team, his marketing team, they're all spot on. Like, that guy will throw in a video and will be like, yeah, this video had the effort.
Do you really think he's making the best videos in the country?
No, it's just that they're the videos that give me wow effect. Okay, the ones that I've seen, the ones that I see, the ones that come to my face. Yeah. And then
no other video
Waiki
also,
Bender.
by the way, because I'm also asking, because first of all, I also create music videos.
I could be skipping your video.
But then
Oh my god, no. I can't mention all of them.
yeah.
I can't mention all of them, but yours could even be one of the lists. But I'm just telling you a few because it said a few. I love Shiba. Shiba. The videos.
Yeah.
And generally her, she's everything about how she does her things is very professional. And you can tell that she put in the hard work. So her videos, let it be her dancing, let it be the concept, let it be even the people dancing to her. It always looks like these guys did the work. Yeah, so I appreciate that. I appreciate Shiba. And then, let me see, Waiki Bender also. Very creative videos. They most of the times tell a story. Yeah, he keeps it like that and they're nice concepts. I love his videos. Let it be even the costume person. They be serious. If we are going to 1922, let's rock the look.
How is it like for you on Khoja and Kyalo? Does the attire matter in the gowns? Like, okay, the episode.
Oh my god! First of all, in filming, costume is the most serious thing to ever care about, because these shots are shot on different days, and it's the same day. So if you forget one earring, honey, you've misled us. So costume matters too much. It's a whole department. It has so much physics, actually. Yeah.
So did they really throw that cake in your eyes?
Oh my god, should I spill the beans? Yes, they did. But it wasn't a real cake. Yeah, it's Did it look like a real cake?
Yeah, they did
that's
that
all that
one very
matters.
good. Yes. But it wasn't real?
No.
So then what was in your face?
There was icing sugar, but the rest was something else. Yeah.
So it's that serious.
Yeah, you can't be spoiling cake. Do you know how many times they threw that thing on my face? Like 5. If it's a real cake, bro, buy 5 cakes. But also, it's a creative industry.
It's interesting that's kept.
It's kept your mind.
Spoil the cakes.
No. Why would you do that?
So.
Not professional.
Do you think in Hollywood they would spoil the cakes?
don't know,
Because
obviously.
probably there's a budget, right?
They have
for
a
the
crazy
cakes.
budget, first
Yeah.
of all. If they also, we shall spoil the cakes. If Hollywood sponsors us, we're going to spoil some cakes.
I feel like it's going to be so soon because Netflix is going to start shoot. Okay, Netflix has like a whole budget. They want to start funding a lot of content from like Africa.
From
So
Africa. I've been hearing
I
that.
feel like the space is going to be extremely big. Yeah, this is where we're also trying to invest in the movie shooting, the music video, into the content creation thing as a whole.
Yeah, content creation is great.
Speaking of content creation, I have seen you signing papers in some pictures. Are you like signed to a label for creating your content? Now, like when you go to influence for the patio, right? Are you signed to Zeus as an agency, or you are an independent creator where you get personal endorsements and deals?
Yeah, I don't know if there's anyone who is like signed to an agency.
I've seen they've signed Mythia, right? To Swangs Avenue. I don't know how that works. This is why I was asking, because I was going to ask you then, how does that work?
Yeah, because most times what we do, the agency hires the influencers, and then the influencers do the job. But we are not under that agency. Like very many agencies will come.
Would you get signed under a label?
Yeah, if it's profitable, everyone needs a push.
Now, like the patio, tell me about that, because the videos I saw Moses Owena make were really good.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the ones you guys reshared.
Yeah. Let me see. I like influencing so much.
Yeah.
You don't know how it even saves my wallet. It does. And I find it very convenient for me. So, yeah. My dream is to just get more endorsements and bigger ones and, become great.
How do you weigh your investments? Do you have like a rate card? Like say I would want you to influence for some of the products you are pushing.
Yeah. There's not like we know how to rate people who, depending on your duration, how long, how much, how effortless.
Yeah.
So what we do, some people pay per month, and the agency will tell you this is our budget, this is what we have. You have the right to negotiate or reject. And then there are people who come to you and be like, I want to do this. How much would you charge me? Then you give them that. So we don't have a very fixed rate card.
Okay.
It is negotiating. For now, yeah.
So if say where I work from, by the way, I work for Ugandan Group, so
We do marketing for very many businesses in the country at the same time. So it's more like an agency, but it's also a private equity firm that owns and invests in businesses around here, right? So whenever we are dealing with influencers, we find it hard because we have so many products, but then we want the longevity of it and we want actual value. So I would want you to help me understand what type of value you as an influencer you give back to a brand that approaches you.
It depends, because most of the people that want to employ us, what they want is visibility.
okay.
Because you have a platform that gets viewed by a lot of people, so put our product out there so that they see it. If possible, they can come and buy. If not, they have seen
That this product exists on the market.
that
right?
this product exists. So what we offer is visibility. And I know a lot of people want to connect it with the sales, but I am not the one selling. I am influencing.
What's the difference?
I am showing people like there's visibility, and then there's like marketing for sales. What? It's different.
So
Like, the
how
sales
do
is
you
not up to
create
us.
engagement around a product? Because see, if I'm already on Twitter and I know you're an influencer, and today you come and tell me about fish, then tomorrow you come and tell me about chicken, then the next day you come and tell me about charcoal. Yeah. The 50th day, I'll feel like I don't want to engage you because for you have a set agenda. You're here to make your money and go. But then one of the goals as to what would want if we hired an influencer is to get engagement around the product, right? So how do you create engagement and get people to actually really interact with whatever product you're trying to sell? For you, like in your one understanding, the time you've done it, how do you think this engagement you're maintaining to do the engagement and the numbers also? How have you grown your Twitter to get? What's your follow count?
Oh my God, I think I'm in 89.
89,000.
Yeah.
That's quite huge. Like, okay, the other question I'll ask after those.
Okay.
Yeah, just first give me an idea of those. Not like straight answers, but how you understand them.
Okay. What exactly?
How you create engagement around what you're trying to sell.
Okay.
But remember, I've already told you once, if you're telling me something, how I see it from my perspective now, as just a random guy who has a Twitter account,
Yeah.
why I don't follow so many people.
Because they have so much going on.
Yeah, because I don't want to be sold to a lot. I'm already dealing with ads. When I'm not using Apple Music and I'm using Boomplay, I am suffering with Google Ads. So when I go on my Twitter feed, I don't want to suffer with.
Yeah, ads. I understand. And as influencers, we are really seeing that you're getting bored with all that, given that it gives us no engagement at all. That is why we have gone into things like content, where you like confuse the person, make a short story, and then like we keep the content relatable to ourselves because you're following us. Yeah. And that's why we always try to connect ourselves with the brand. So that way, the viewer does not see an advert.
Okay.
That is why you see people like, why am I forgetting his name? And like people are making YouTube videos and it will be so funny. And then the last word will be, big conversations. Wow. And then you're like, that was the ad. You get?
Yeah.
So that is how we are learning, because it used to work at some point. But then like the industry is growing and people are getting used and bored. So that is why we keep learning. So we've been learning and understanding that you don't like it. That's why we are advising, advancing and trying to keep it relatable.
How do you handle the billing? Because now you mentioned content creation, yeah? Content creation usually. Okay, some guys try to use phones and that's dope. But still, a phone is expensive. A phone that can give you really good quality video. When you look at Moses Owena's reels, they come with
Camera,
he shoots with some Sony something camera that's super expensive, right? So, but the gig you're doing is then, I don't know, but I feel like most of the guys people approach, the average, they'll pay. Do you trade this according to your numbers? I don't know, but let's say I don't think the money you invest to shoot
anyway, I understand.
Yeah.
I understand, and really it all depends on your goal, because at the end of the day you're not going to wake up in the morning, you're a new influencer, and then you bill people 5 million because guess what? I have all this equipment, and there are people who have been there for months and they're earning less. So why would anyone take you?
So the market is spoiled.
The market is not spoiled. The market is starting. Like even the influencers, that are doing things these days, they put in more than they used to put in. So for me, my ambition as a person, why I do what I do, one, I love it. So if I love it and someone is employing me, I want to do my best. Whatever I can do, I want to do my best, because at the end of the day, it is my brand. It is my future. If I do a good job now, someone is going to see it and like it, and that is how I'll keep in business. So I am not going to offer less just because I feel like I'm putting in more than. Honestly, there's even a cheaper way. Honestly, if I invest in a nice phone of 3 million, that is money you get back, to be honest, in the long run. And it's going to do a lot
and
of
plus
content.
You're using the phone, right?
And it's a phone. And to be honest, it is enough. That's all I use. I don't have all these equipments to carry around me, but I use it and it does amazing things for me. And I'm content.
Do they shoot Khoja and Kyalo with a phone?
Oh, no, that is not my production.
Okay, true.
If it was my production, could have. Never know.
So do you edit your own videos?
Yeah, I edit my own videos, but then I also I have help. Yeah, I ask like friends
What do you use
who
to
are
edit?
better. We have our phone apps called InShot. Those ones. Honestly,
InShot is automated.
no.
You just put in things and it produces.
Oh no.
But there are apps like CapCut where you actually have
Shoot,
to actually
I've confused the name.
because InShot is an
InShot
app.
is like an editing
put-
app.
yeah.
What? No.
You
No.
put in and it powers that thing.
Yeah, no. CapCut.
Yeah. CapCut is
I've
quite
totally
interesting.
confused.
However, even CapCut, there's no problem, right? We're running in an era that has a lot of artificial intelligence.
Okay,
So
for me
even
what I
CapCut
think,
produces templates.
yeah, but for me what I think, because I have studied if I want to edit something on a laptop, I can totally do that.
Automated content. However, it can become basic, but for commercial use,
Okay,
sometimes,
I was also telling you because those apps are wide. So given that for me, I have some real editing skill and knowledge, I can tell that these apps have very similar qualities to the professional way of editing.
yeah.
So they have all the things you use on a laptop in the phone. You just need to know that what does this do? What does this do? What does this do? So it is not all the time that the content out there is automated. No, there are people who get
Like I've seen a
cut
video
them.
you shot at the maze. So because I was then trying to find out who edited it, there was some bad lighting, and I'm not just dissing that. The video was dope, but it had bad lighting. So they were trying to post it, and I was finding out who shot the video. Then they told me the content creator actually shoots her own videos.
Yeah, but then I also, as
Had
I
help.
said, I have help. I can't come here and then I shoot myself there.
True.
I have a whole entire manager
Okay, that's good. That's
who shoots my content, moves with me everywhere, and sometimes helps me edit for him. He uses VideoLip.
okay.
It's a nice app also.
Yeah.
So I have help.
So that video, the specific story you were telling at the restaurant, can you describe it?
Oh, the restaurant.
Yeah, at the mess. Do you remember it?
I remember it. Yeah, I was just sharing an experience at
How
the
was your
mess.
experience at the mess?
It was amazing.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's a really nice ad for them.
Yeah.
How was your experience at the maze? It was amazing.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Define amazing.
Amazing
mess.
is a very good to me.
Yeah,
What I want when I go
and
to a
what
restaurant
happened that time?
and what happened
Yeah.
and is the environment was very beautiful.
Yeah.
The food was very nice.
Okay.
Even the plating, the service was great.
Sure.
I felt welcomed and the smiles were too many and I felt happy for, I would be happy to spend my money there. I would feel like that's what I came to get. So that is the experience I was saying because I walked in, I looked around, I ate my food, it was nice, and then I went and I had a happy day.
Do you ever go back to eat without just...
Yeah, I do.
You like the
Yes,
place, right?
yeah.
And the experience.
Yeah.
Have you thought of doing a niche? Say, because there's quite a number of restaurants starting up in the country, yeah? Restaurant, bar, lounge, cafe. Like doing some sort of niche and keep, say, your Instagram. Populate your Instagram to have food content, food-related content, and just do something like that. Have you thought that maybe then, because the way the restaurant and hospitality business really actually works is mostly through review. Yeah, like yes, you can invest in doing all this outbound and inbound marketing. That's really good, and people pick up on everything. You increase your sales. However, when someone gets a review that that place actually has good service, like the Maze, and it has good food, Maybe also the pricing is dope. It's amazing. It's what I want to eat. Also, that like specifically the menu is designed for fine dining. So I feel like the prices are really nice. So the reviews work more than the ads. Yeah. But you don't see it so much on Ugandan Instagram. You don't see someone specifically doing that they want to be the center for reference whenever someone wants to recommend a new restaurant or any restaurant. Like, they make it a habit to eat from all these places. And
There are people who are doing that.
Do you have examples? I've tried to look for.
Like Lucy Smiles.
Lucy Smiles does everything as well. Yeah, the food comes in, but
She does
think she
folk
does.
in Kampala. Folk around? Yeah.
Okay, I think
Folk around.
I'll go and check out her content then.
Yeah, she does that, and it's very good content.
So it's about
There are people who have their niches, and there is me who doesn't. Because
You want to eat all the money.
I get food gigs like twice in a year. And yet in the meantime,
but I've seen you at the patio, I've seen you at the maize.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah, I'm just giving an example.
Okay.
So when work comes, I am willing to, expand. I'm even working with a dental company right now, so
We're going to see a lot of content.
Content
around
about
it.
my teeth and So, also, my life really doesn't end at one thing. I have the part where I dress up, and then I have the part where I eat, and then I have the part where I walk, part where I go to do my teeth. So it's my life.
You want to involve all your content around your life, yeah? You want to sell everything you're doing.
Yeah, everything a person might need in life. Maybe I could help.
Nice. So yeah, that's really
Most of the questions around content. You can now maybe just tell me about your personal life, your personal values, what you believe in.
My personal life.
yeah. What about it that you want the world to know? Like what
To help you understand the question. Like what motivates you? Do you have some sense of purpose for living?
Oh, totally.
Okay. Can you define it? Do you understand it?
Yeah. Obviously, I want to be the greatest version of myself.
Yeah.
That is why I am obviously trying so much. I'm not seated. I'm doing my best and my most. Like I said, I have a printing business. I do influencing. I do all that. I have a purpose, definitely. And I would say that...
Is your purpose to make money?
No, I'm just sharing with you because right now my purpose is to, give myself a future, feel like I can give myself a comfortable life, even probably the children that I might have. So, basing on that,
You don't have any.
No, not yet.
Okay.
I have a foster. Is it a foster kid? I have a son that I take care of.
That's amazing.
That's a what? Son. I don't know.
That's a son you have.
Oh, yeah, son.
So you see, you have a child and you don't know that you have a child.
Okay, yeah, I have a son. He's in P3.
How is that like? How is it raising a child for you?
Honestly, I'm not really raising him. He stays with his parents, but I pay the school fees and
That's amazing.
yeah. Oh, yeah, also that is part of my personal life where I am a Christian and I'm a Sunday school teacher. So that was one of my Sunday school boys.
You teach at Sunday school?
Yeah, I teach at
What do you
Sunday
teach at Sunday school?
I teach stories about Jesus. I really love children, and I feel like the Christianity of a child should start like from fear God from like when you're so young. I feel like when you're young, God is even listening to your prayers most. God loves children. So I just want to be the one that helps the children to see it.
It's interesting how I don't remember anything we learned in Sunday school.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
At least
Like,
do you
and I used to, because I'm born Catholic. I used to go to some church there in Tinder because I was born here in Tinder. Now, yeah, I always was pushed to go to Sunday school, but I don't remember. But I was also an altar boy in church.
Hey,
Yeah,
you probably just don't know that you learned it from Sunday school, but you have it in your day-to-day life. Do you remember that? Do you remember the day you learned everything in your life?
No.
You can't remember. They probably taught you in Sunday school about the story of, did they teach you about the story of Joshua, the story of the ark, the story of this?
But I've also smoked a lot of weed between then and now.
So you don't remember any of those stories?
Yeah.
You don't even remember that you should fear the Lord and basic knowledge. All that is learned from Sunday school.
I feel like those are instructions they just throw on us every other time. But since we have matured and read on ourselves, understood.
You feel like you shouldn't fear the Lord? Is that what you're saying?
The concept of God is so huge that you can't. Yes.
Okay, that is your opinion on anyway.
That's true.
Yeah.
But I fear the Lord, right? It's what we are told.
Is it what you do or is it what you're told?
It's what you were also told and you adopted to it. And you probably find it interesting, it saves you, it helps you. The Lord Jesus is your guide and protector.
Real. Yeah. The Lord Jesus is real and God is real.
Have you experienced the Lord Jesus?
Totally. Every day of my life. I don't even know how I move from A to Z. I don't
you
even
walk
know.
Or you are driven in a car.
Okay. On one day,
I
might not be there. But
okay.
I'm just saying, I see God in everything, everywhere, every time. There is no day I will look around and not see God.
So do you see God in me?
God is in you. God is here. God is everywhere. God is in the beautiful sun. God is in the air I breathe. God is in the movements. I don't know. God is everywhere.
If God was everywhere, do you think people would commit sin?
Oh, they do.
Because God would be there to guide them, but people still commit sin.
Okay, God is there, and then the Holy Spirit is there, and we have the right to do what is right and do what is wrong. And sometimes people sin, and they know they are sinning, and that is God telling them, you're sinning. Otherwise, why does it feel wrong?
In one of those popular books, I think it's from Mark Manson, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. I think everyone has read that book.
Everyone has read that book.
But in that book, though, there's something right interesting. It says it's very hard to define good and bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it is hard. But
and
when you know,
almost impossible, right? Like there's no actual good, there's no actual bad.
I think it's there if you really read the Bible.
The Bible has so many things that people have come out to consider bad. I don't want to really give examples. It's my boss calling, but I can't pick him up. Let me just pick him up. Call him back.
Yeah, the Bible, you were saying the Bible. Honestly, if you don't believe in the Bible, then that is your opinion. But then there is me who believes in the Bible. I didn't say that, though. And then I don't believe. No, I'm just saying. Because for me, I can't take any contradiction with the Bible. The Bible is right. The Bible is the holy book. And that is what I know. And that is what I believe in.
Exactly what I was saying. That is what we know. That's what we have been told.
That is what it is in my opinion.
How much of faith defines your life?
Everything. Everything is faith.
Creation. Like when you give everything, you're supposed to let me give some context. When I say, when you look out, say your goal is to earn money, a given amount of money, say $3 million US, and that's your target. You have calculated that you can survive, help your friends, help your family. Off that, right? If I operate with this kind of money, then I can make my reality truth happen for myself. So you then work every single day towards that, and you hope onto that every day I wake up, I go to add on to this goal I've created. Yeah? So that is some sense of faith. Is it the same with you and how you believe in God, that every day you look forward to maybe read the Bible is a positive add to yourself?
Obviously, if God is in it, it is going to work. Yeah. And if God is not in it, it is not going to work. So that is how my faith runs. If I want it to work, God has to be in it. I have to wake up and talk to him about it, and it always makes things easier for me. I don't think I suffer too much. God makes ways for me. God gives me the favor I need, and that's how I run.
I feel like people never really get to understand that suffering never stops or reduces.
Oh, it gets worse.
Yeah, like we all suffer, like we just define it differently. Hold up. Abu. Soko lindeko. So I feel like we just define it very differently.
And suffering in one
yeah, but it
sense.
never ends. Like every single day, it doesn't matter how much money you make, how much you get, how powerful you are. You keep almost, you can just control how you react towards that suffering. That if you're hungry and that's your definition of suffering, you have some money to go buy something. But that doesn't really make your life any better, because you'll still go back to your bed and feel sad about something else, right?
Are you serious? No, I think people can really be happy. I don't think.
Yeah, but
happiness I think
is not a constant, right? You're only happy for minutes or hours or times.
People are happy for months.
That's impossible.
No, for real. Not everyone
Those
is sad.
people.
Trust me, people are happy.
Yeah, but the opposite of happiness, the opposite of the feeling happiness is
Okay,
not
obviously
sadness.
you always want to get better.
Yeah, but you can't be happy. You can't find me happy here the whole day.
Are you serious?
Yeah, like you're going to get
for me,
sad.
I can be
You're going to
happy
have
for weeks.
You can't.
I promise, I can.
You really can't. You
I'm
probably
not
don't
even
sit
swearing,
down to
but-
think about it or to observe your days and trace backtrack. But you can't really be happy you can't even be happy for a whole constant hour, right? Yeah.
No.
Because see, you're going to be there and something has happened and you read a bad tweet, you're going to get into the feeling of anger, and that means you're not happy. That's
I
how
totally
come.
don't agree, because my life is totally different from that. I can be happy a whole day and
No. Okay. Maybe how you define it.
not how I
You're
define
very,
it, but
very, very positive in your mind. I could say that.
maybe.
But it's just given that it's
I
hard.
have bad days. I can't lie. I have bad days at work. I have bad days with my friends, and they don't take the biggest percentage of my life.
What takes the biggest percentage of your
The
life?
happy days.
Define your happiness.
I don't know. I just feel like nothing is wrong in my life.
Okay. You're probably, maybe. That's fair enough to see it from that perspective. Anyhow, so as I sum up the conversation, usually the most closing thing we end the podcast is with understanding what legacy you're trying to leave behind. Like what you understand as for you. If you died, do you ever think about death, by the way?
All the time.
Do you think there's life after death?
Oh, of course, yeah. No, not like life. Heaven and what? Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what kind of legacy you're trying to leave?
Legacy. One. Obviously, I want to be great.
That's great.
Let me explain that, because I want to leave this world and leave a mark, and leave a mark on probably a child or a mother or a person I don't even know.
Yeah.
I just want to leave a great mark when I leave this world. And that's why I work. That's why I wake up and work. I want to leave the mark on the people I meet, on the children I may give birth to. I want to leave something, a piece of me with someone. And I just want to do that by keeping up working, by helping someone. And, it could be an inspiration. It could be my story. Whatever it is, I just want to leave a mark.
Dope. Well, my name is Mark. You could leave me. But anyway,
Bye.
random nice question. As a woman, are you inspired by Beyonce?
Oh, yeah, Beyonce is a great woman.
Yeah, maybe. She's married to a billionaire. You could say she's great.
No, not because she's married to a billionaire. Because she works hard.
Okay.
Because she's smart.
Okay, but
because she's very talented.
Okay.
And very intelligent.
And still married to a billionaire.
And still married to a billionaire. Yes. Which is also great.
So how are you inspired by Beyonce?
Because she's so hardworking. Everyone knows Beyonce works 10 times harder.
Then how does everyone know that?
You don't know that? Everyone that you don't follow up on Beyonce. Everyone that works with her is stressed to a point because she is up for perfection. And you know how they get perfection? You work 10 times harder to get to perfection. That is what she does. She's talented from the bone of the word talent. And she's a great woman, honestly. She's smart. So, yeah. I like her.
Do you have questions?
For who? For you?
Yeah, for the podcast. For you, for anything. You can ask me anything.
Okay.
Nice scoop of.
Tell me about production then. In your area.
Yeah, I was actually supposed to tell you about you.
Yeah, you are.
That makes sense. Well, for the podcasting, it's quite easy. So now, big conversations. We do. This is a studio. It's your time, right? Yes.
Okay.
So we do content creation. We also handle events. We do photography. We do videos. We shoot both music videos, Instagram reels, to all consumable content. Really, anything. We have cameras, so we do everything the cameras can do. So with production, I'd say it's such a hard field because the gear is quite expensive, and the value is, you can upskill really and do weddings or get a niche and make a lot of money. The money is there, but the business is hard. You have to be extremely, really patient with the business. Yeah, because much as people are adopting to so much of consuming content, there are also mobile phones, and everyone has a mobile phone. So,
So the mobile phones are really affected.
Maybe you can make a lot of money if you go into the events and niche from that, but from the side of maybe like influencers and what, there's not really a strong point for you to invest in equipment.
But maybe in the future.
Part of why for us we invest in the equipment is because, first of all, we have a passion for talking. So this is why we do podcasts on almost everything. But also, the equipment makes us money. So the studio, we rent it out to people who are creating. We handle events for people. So we can have, the vision is to do a full production house where we manage also the business of the artist.
That's nice.
So,
that's nice.
So the field is like that, really. The financial bit is slow, but you like it. You also develop a lot of skills. Cameras are fun to use. And the work behind is quite interesting, the planning. And really, content is like oil, right? It doesn't get old. So you can shoot something and then keep perfecting it until you make millions when Netflix comes or whatever would be, HBO or whatever. So we're hopeful to that level, but also we're passionate. So to us, it's like community. We do it with friends and family. It's something our friends come and be a part of. They can start their concepts around it, so it's available for. This is how we've decided to add some value to the people around us. So it's sustainable like that and maintainable like that. It's built. Want to do it. We also want to change to give some picture to Ugandan. Like when you go to YouTube and watch content from Jamaica, you can tell that all this content is from Jamaica. So we want to create a lot of content that we are that definition of
the content people consume in Uganda.
Oh,
so
that's great.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, that's
How are you
it
going
really.
to do that?
By creating a lot of content and innovating around a lot of content. So the idea again, Nuvotam will have an app, will manage the distribution like any other guys do it, like the Alpha Mobile guys do it, like Netflix, right? So this is why we're shooting a lot of content. We shoot a lot of content, not just this podcast. Some of it is not out. Some of it is, guys are still really finding the best solution of how it will be published into the market, of how it will be consumed. Because right now people like to consume extremely fast content. Real kind of content for Instagram that's really the attention spans are kind of, there's so much going on. Someone does like 10 things in a go. When you go to any office, you find a guy's tab you find a guy's window as having like about 20 tabs, right? So people multitask a lot. They don't have time to give something some time. However, though, with this podcast, we experiment with lots of people who still believe in the idea of giving something time. So the conversations, this is why they're longer than just 30 minutes or a second. And you can just pick up in the podcast. So we still have people who consume that, but we still do extremely fast content. Benjamin does a lot of reels that will run in like 30 seconds, right? So those are published and people consume like that. So our process is both for us to learn how people consume that content, because we're going to do content for the rest of our lives as well. This is something that is not going to close now. And to define like how we appear to the world now. Because the more you shoot, the more you give it some sense of direction. There's some storytelling with the cameras. Yeah.
That's nice. That's really nice. And I've seen some of your content. It's really nice. It's clean.
Yeah.
It's well edited.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're doing a good job.
Thank you again. I think you should recommend people to us. I'm also very sure I'll give you gigs. This is why I got you on the podcast, so I first understand I'll give you most of those restaurant gigs for the patio. And
I think I eat well.
But you should really consider what I told you in the podcast.
Okay, I should. Yeah.
You're right to do everything. It's really making money. But you could create a food blog or another Instagram around it.
Honestly, I have those plans, but
start doing reviews on like a thread, and you throw a whole thread of reviewing restaurants.
Really, yeah.
And seeing the experience. You should also write about your mez experience so that we share it to the world.
Oh, okay, yeah, I should, yeah.
Or record it.
Yeah, I'm taking your advice. I really thought about all this, but sometimes before you're sure, you're like, let me try, because if I had not tried everything, you don't see that I could have a good journey with the food content. So I guess I am ready to find my niche.
I don't know if that was the only question you asked, because it was about production.
Should I ask about you?
Yeah, anything you want to know about me. Like, this is like the one time you have the chance to ask anything.
Okay. How old are you?
28.
Oh, that's good. You're still young. You're still a young man. Keep going.
That's a lot of time. Age 28 is crazy, man.
No.
I feel like I'm old and but...
You feel old?
Yeah.
When did you leave school?
Like any other guy, 23. I'm out of school.
Yeah. And then how did you decide to take this journey?
Not entirely on a personal level. So, first of all, it breeds back from home. Yeah, I've always seen cameras around. My dad always bought a camera.
Okay.
So but I like the media.
That explains everything, because children want to be like their dads.
Yeah, but he's not like a photographer or anything, or someone who actually knew how to operate it. He just bought the gadgets and bought them like computers.
Okay.
So when you look at, that's what has defined our lives, computers, cameras. So it got to come through. So the other investor is big on film. So he likes films. He has gone to film school, so it was easier to make the transition. Then comes the business.
So this is something you practiced from when you were a child, and now you felt like you're related.
Yeah, but I didn't know I'd end up this way.
Really?
Yeah. So this podcast starts in a lockdown where we're bored. Then we experimented among friends. We started like 4 people on the podcast, just friends.
Really?
Yeah. Close friends, cousins, brothers, then talking. Then people kept dropping off. Then we stayed 2 people who could really now see the vision of this could be something long term. Then we've kept it.
That's nice.
Yeah.
We really needed that in lockdown. It was intense.
Yeah.
We needed the talk.
Yeah. Lockdown really opened our eyes. So I think that's one of the advantages we got from it.
Thank you, lockdown.
I agree. Clap for lockdown. Would you want lockdown again?
No.
Clearly.
Honestly,
how was your experience like in lockdown?
There's a point in lockdown
where
I felt like I needed it.
I know.
I was so fatigued. I was tired. I was working so much. I was like, I'm so tired. I need a rest. And then came lockdown. I rested. And then I was like, fine, I'm back. I'm ready to work.
Did it affect... Were you doing business then, the printing?
Yeah, it did affect that. Oh, a lot.
A lot, huh?
Like even contracts were cancelled because some functions were supposed to be in that time and then like you can't print the things anymore. It did affect us somehow. Oh, but it didn't affect my content creation. I was busy creating content and I think I grew a little accounts. I started a little before. But then because I was so overwhelmed, I wasn't really getting time to explore the content and do things and like. But then it's in lockdown that I got all the time. I think I joined TikTok in lockdown. I failed with TikTok. I have all these products running on TikTok, but I don't know why. Like, I would see the TikTok that gets it to Twitter. I feel like if it's a really good TikTok, I'll find it somewhere on Twitter. Yeah, but people are addicted, man. People are good.
You find some guy swiping. Yeah.
So I was like, I have this opportunity. So I used it. I did TikToks. I got some, that's where my TikTok journey started. And I started practicing, getting time for my content creation. And thank you, lockdown too.
Nice.
Yeah, that's when I took content creation seriously.
Okay. Lyndah, so we had forgotten to talk about some of the things we are just learning from your manager, because at least you mentioned you are managed.
Yeah.
That you are passionate about, like the makeup.
Yes.
First of all, the industry of makeup is really interesting. I feel like it sells a lie, because clearly I have been with a woman and they look something else, and they have showered and they look something else because of how many foundations they have on the face.
No, makeup is not supposed to change someone,
but
it's supposed to just
it's like art now.
It's like we go through a lot. The sun burns us, we get like dark spots and then makeup is not supposed to like cover all our imperfections, and then we look like our perfect versions.
Okay.
Yeah. So
no, your perfect versions are the versions with the imperfections, because we are as human beings have imperfections, right?
Like,
so they modify because we have to feel good about
you,
ourselves.
But then like the more perfect you, and it makes you more confident and more, happy with your appearance. So it's a whole therapy even.
Tell me about your journey with the makeup business and how you're involved.
Okay, first let's say I'm a creative.
Yeah.
And I'm a quick learner, and I love trying out creative ideas. So I think because I love art, I've always loved makeup. I've always loved trying out, and then I had the opportunity to like learn from a big makeup brand in Uganda, Mona Makeup Studio, and I worked with her for some time. So that is how I got better at my skill, and I just love doing it on myself, my friends. Yeah, and a few people that.
Then you monetized it.
Then I monetize it sometimes.
Yeah, because it's important. See, like for us on sets, actually you're an actor. This is how you should look at the whole ecosystem as a business chain. Being an actor means that you're going to be around sets and set producers. Every set producer needs a makeup guy. I don't know, did you do makeup for Khoja and Kyalo? Weren't you doing makeup?
I try to not do sometimes because
most times people do it for the camera, really. Yeah, but I'm also shocked you don't really like it because you don't have any on for this podcast. Yeah,
no, this podcast, I would have, but I had a very busy day. I told you I had an exam in the morning, not in the 10 to midday. Then I went to town and like did some graphics printing work.
Yeah.
To buy books and take them for printing and what. And then from there, I ran here. So today, I just didn't get the time. But usually, I really don't look like this.
No, it doesn't really matter. Like, the natural self of people, like, really doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's not like I'm not comfortable with my own appearance. It's just that I love to wear it. I look nice. I feel great.
So, like I was telling you, because you're on the sets, so it's a product that maybe you could start partnering with, even like as a shoot with, and do it. For us also, even photo shoots alone, we need to partner with makeup artists and like pull off.
Yeah, it's a great industry.
Yeah.
It's a great industry. Yeah.
Is that it you want to say about makeup? The ad?
Yeah, basically that's it. I'm going to.
Do you do it professionally? Yeah. Like, do you? If I had brides, if I had bagolenga.
Oh yeah, I do professionally. Yeah.
You have like a red card.
Yeah, I do. I have a red card.
Okay. Good.
Thank you.
Thank you too. Again.
Oh God, again.
Okay.
You're so nice. Nice.